Hey, Chase here. Today we're going to be covering momentum. It is super easy to sign up for something, sign up for a challenge, sign up for a 4-week program, sign up for anything really. And when it comes to your fitness and nutrition goals, and especially trying to take that first action step forward is super key in movement, right? And creating action, creating those movements forward to make sure that you're going to be able to implement some new habits and new routines in your fitness and nutrition journey. Now, today we're going to talk about momentum. So if you went through this program and you're like, okay, now what? How do I continue moving forward in this, what I've learned, implementing what I've learned, and being able to continue taking action steps? We're going to talk about some of the things that you can do and that you can implement on your own or with some support. And so today we're going to talk about what that looks like, how to do it, and creating a space for yourself in order to continue moving forward and seeing success in your fitness and nutrition journey. So first things first, I want you to take a couple of minutes and just take out a piece of paper and your app that you've been tracking your food with. And I want you to look at what you've done the last couple of weeks. And what we're going to do is we're going to evaluate how well you did. We're going to evaluate what your weeks look like. We're going to evaluate and basically evaluate what you did, like how well you performed. And so throughout the last couple of weeks, I want you to kind of just build out, like, how did week 1 start? How did week 2 start? What are some things that you learned? What are some things that you maybe didn't do as well at? And I want you to write those things down. So you're going to evaluate how you did. Okay, we're going to evaluate how close you were to actually hitting your goals. I want you to evaluate and see what you did each day. So maybe create a PDF, or not a PDF, Excel sheet. And in that Excel sheet, I want you to go through that Excel sheet and check mark, okay, day 1, hit my goals. Day 2, hit my goals. Or like create a little mini key for yourself. And with that little mini key, I want you to basically have like, okay, I did great, I did not so great, or I did not good at all. And like have like a three-way evaluation. Okay, and I want you to go through each day over the last couple of weeks and evaluate every single day. Then I want you to take that first week and I want you to evaluate how you did in the first week. So rank that week, like on a scale of 1 to 5, okay? And rank how well you did. Put a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And then repeat that process for all of the weeks that you did the program. And now what I want you to do is I want you to see how can you take what you've learned or look at your weeks and how can you improve? So if it was, we were out of town, how can you, next time you go out of town, what are some things that you can do to be more prepared and basically implement those changes and those routines next time? Okay, so go through each week and I want you to evaluate, okay, how well did I did? How well did I not do? And once you go through and scale your weeks, now I want you to go back through those weeks and give yourself some plan of actions moving forward. So if it was a bad week, okay, why was it a bad week? What was going on? And how can you better prepare for that week when it comes back around? Or when you go through those same systems the next time. And then do that process every single week. For my clients, what we end up doing is we break down weekly, and then that way you can take, okay, last week, this is what happened. This is how I handled it. Here's how I can grow from it next time. And then you're able to implement those changes coming up and constantly be in a improvement state. Now, okay, so after you do your evaluation and kind of going through, if you need to pause this video, take care of that and then come back and then we can talk about what those next steps might be. Okay, now let's talk about consistency. If you follow me on social, you guys know I talk about this very often. And consistency is going to be key in making sure that you're going to see the results that you're wanting and making sure that this becomes a lifestyle and not just a random program you did one time. Okay, So now what we're going to do with consistency is I want you to set yourself up for success here. And these are going to be kind of going back to those goals that you set early on and what you did with those goals and what you're trying to achieve. So taking those goals, now create a consistency plan for yourself. Now don't go so crazy that it's not sustainable. So if you work 40 to 50 hours a week right now with your job, you saying that you're going to spend 2 hours in the gym every single day is not going to be sustainable. Maybe for a couple of weeks it would be, but long term it's not going to be sustainable for you. So create a routine and a system for you to know how you can be consistent in this program when it comes to tracking your foods or working out, and implement those that consistency plan every single week. So again, consistency is going to help you grow, help you learn, and help you to continue moving forward. The best way to do this is if you are have a tracker. Have a tracker. And when you're creating a new lifestyle habits and routines, you've got to make sure you're tracking your process in order to continue to grow and evaluate. Okay, so we've already talked about the evaluation process. Now you've come up with a plan to create some consistency in your everyday routine. So maybe it's, hey, I'm going to track all my foods, or maybe 5 days a week only, right? Or maybe you're like, hey, I only tracked 4 out of the 30 days in this program. Well, now you're able to take that, what you've done, create a consistency growth plan for yourself, and then implement and take action on that plan. And the next step, we're going to talk a little bit about mindset, because this is where the change happens. If you are really, really, really wanting to see some success on your fitness and nutrition journey, then you've got to change what's going on up in here. All right, so that's starting your day with, hey, I am worth it. I am going to fuel my body correctly today. I am going to do X, Y, and Z. This is why. And, start talking to yourself in a positive mindset instead of being like, I have to lose weight. I'm fat and I'm this, I'm that. All these negative things, or I eat too much sugar. I do this. I'm not eating healthy. No. I eat healthy. I am fueling my body correctly. I am loving my body by the food I'm consuming. So things like that. So basically switching your mindset, switching how you're communicating to yourself. And that way you're getting yourself out of this consistent rut of negativity, and you're able to constantly be able to, again, move forward. And then when it comes back to being consistent, you're now having positive reinforcement to yourself on why you're being consistent and why you're going to be tracking your foods and why you're going to be consuming whole foods instead of processed foods. Okay, so again, having that mindset shift and constantly be evaluating yourself on how you're speaking to yourself, what the thoughts that are going through your brain, and being able to implement that on a daily basis, because that's how that consistency comes around and you're taking action, right? So you've evaluated yourself. You've now got consistent growth, right? Because you're being you're working on your consistency. And then by speaking those positive terms to yourself, you're then going to start create this space and this welcoming space to be able to do the things in your fitness and nutrition journey. All right. So, and the next step, you guys have to come up with a plan. You've got to come up with a plan. And if you don't know what that might be, maybe reach out. Maybe say, hey, this is what I'm trying to achieve. If you were looking to lose 30 pounds this year, 4 weeks doing this is not going to get you there. You've got to do this for a long-term program and a long-term time frame in order to see the success that you're wanting to see. Now, alongside of having a plan, you've got to have some accountability. If no one's sitting there saying, knock, 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 you said X, Y, and Z, and you said you wanted to do X, Y, and Z, you've got to have some accountability in this space in order to help you get there. And so when you're thinking about what these next steps might be, let's jump on a call. If you're unsure, if you're in a space of like, hey, I need more support, or I didn't do as well as I thought I would, maybe it's time to step it up and get some more accountability, get some more support, get a plan and a strategy together. And so that way you can start to see the success long term, and that this journey becomes a lifestyle that you're just like, hey, this is me and this is what I do, and everyone around you understands, right? And you get more support that way because people understand that this is who you are now. All right. So if you're in that kind of rut and you're like not sure what to do, or you maybe weren't as successful in this program that you thought you would be, reach out. Let's book another call. You can do that here with me in the link below, and book another call. Let's jump on a call. Let's get a strategy together. Let's put a plan of action together. And then that way you're able to go through this program and go through this journey with a more of a clear direction. So I'm proud of you. Congratulations on completing it so far, and reach out. Would love to hear and share your story, your experience through the program. And that way we're able to share with others that may have went through some of the challenges that you went through, or maybe had some ways to celebrate you. I really, really, really would love to hear your feedback. So looking forward to hearing your wins, looking forward to seeing your journey and your success on this program. And again, if you're still in need of forward movement and a forward strategy, reach out, book a call below, and let's jump on a call and get a plan together.